Welcome to episode 12 of Making Atonement. Today I'm going to talk to you about the alpha testing that we started, let you know a little bit about some staff changes, and I'll tell you about what we're looking forward to in the future, as well as talk to you a little bit more about some user content included that can get included in the game. So, alpha testing. We started alpha testing today. It's extremely exciting. I can't wait to really delve into it. This week was designed for the collision testing, so I wanted to make sure that you couldn't walk through objects you weren't supposed to walk through, or you could walk through stuff you were supposed to be able to walk through. A lot of the stuff that we got as far as bug reports today was exactly those things. That's what we were looking for, so I was happy to get that. Some other issues came up, like some texture tearing and some other weird things that I didn't expect, but the big issue that we had was some people weren't able to either even load up the game, or once they got into the game it was so laggy they couldn't play it. I spent a lot of time with my programmer just kind of talking about it, trying to figure out what the issue was. I think it really just boils down to the fact that the specs on their computer really just aren't up to par to play the game. So the bad news is, unless they get an upgraded computer, those individuals who were gracious enough to help us with alpha testing may not be able to continue helping us unless they get upgraded computers. But the good news is that we're really nailing down what those specs are going to be for when you buy the game and you play it. You'll know exactly what the required minimum specs are going to be. I don't know exactly what those are now, but as soon as I do, I'll post them up and you guys can see them, so you know what you'll need when you buy the game and play it. So after this week, once we get all this collision stuff done, next week we're going to move into the combat testing, and I'm excited about getting that done because that's really the meat of the game. And once we get in all of that combat stuff done, that's where we make sure that this is really a fun game to play, because the whole idea, it's a hack and slash game, and I want to make sure that that portion of the game is as fun as it can possibly be. So this last, 2 or 3 days, we brought on a new member of the team. He's a 3D modeler, really talented. I'm super happy to have him on board. He's really going to help push us forward in development. A lot of our hangups are waiting for art assets, which I understand you don't just make art assets and have them just randomly show up in like an hour. It takes time to make those things. I get that, but it's nice to have another person that can help back up the other guys that are working hard already, and so we can help push things forward and alleviate some pressure on the other guys. So glad to have him on board. With stuff that he's already done is great, and I can't wait to see the stuff that he's working on right now. I can't wait even to show you guys what he's done, but not quite ready to show you guys yet. But as soon as it is, I'll show you a little teaser of the stuff that he's been putting together. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is a couple episodes ago, I opened everything up for content from you guys. If you wanted to make a 3D model, you had an idea for a storyline or quest or something that you thought would be cool, you'd want in a game, logos, graphic user interface layouts, any of those things, send them over to me. I'm going to put an email address in the description of this video. Send over your stuff to me, and if I like it, I'll throw it in the game. I'll respond to your email, and I'll let you know the process of getting involved. So when you send me that email, it's your name and then a picture. Attach a picture of whatever it is that you've created. Just don't send me anything I don't want to see. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not even going to say it. Just don't send it to me. Anyway, look forward to seeing those things, and we'll move forward with those. Hopefully we can get a bunch of your guys' stuff in the game, and then we can add some more names to the credits, and I think it'd be cool. So that's about it. And so in the next few weeks, this week is a collision on the alpha testing. Next week we're really going to delve into the combat. That might take a couple weeks of tweaking and fixing, as far as just the basic melee combat portion of it and the basic ranged combat portion of it. That's it might take a little bit of working through. So I figure maybe two weeks of testing. Well, maybe more. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm hoping we can get it hashed out in a couple weeks and then move on to the next portion of combat. There's 3 main sections of the combat that we have to hash out, but once those are all done, I'll be able to bring it together and make a gameplay trailer for you guys to look at, so you can really see what the game's going to look like when you're playing it. And that's probably about, a month and a half, 2 months away at the very minimum. So, don't hold your breath for it, but it's coming, and I can't wait to show it to you. So that's it. Looking forward to moving forward with this testing. I got some more work I got to get done on the dungeon, so I'm going to turn around and start busting my butt doing that. If you've been looking at our screenshots on Facebook, you've seen what I've already done on the dungeon, so you've already been kind of following me on that. So episode 13, I'll talk about what's been going on with the collision testing and how that went, and some of the other issues that we'll probably come up with that hopefully we've fixed, and I'll let you know about that. I'll talk to you about combat, whether or not we started testing on that, and if we have, I'll give you a little insight on what that was like. And hopefully, you guys will send your stuff over to me, and I'll have some stuff to show you on the next episode. So catch us on the next episode. Don't forget to go to Facebook, like our page on Facebook. You're on YouTube right now. If you are, subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. If you're not any one of those, go to the other ones and do all those things. And I'll put the links to all of our pages on the description of this title as well. So I will see you guys in episode 13.